Hello students, welcome again. In today's lesson we are heading towards the rest of the tenses. So yesterday we have done till present perfect. We have covered the part, for example, simple present, present continuous, past simple, past continuous, present perfect. 5 tenses we have covered yesterday and now rest of the 7 tenses I will be covering today. Clear? So let's move on to the next tense, which is a present perfect continuous. So we make a present perfect continuous with the subject plus have, has, been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Verb first form. I am again repeating. You have to use the verb of first form of the verb plus ing, which is a continuous part. Okay. And if the subject is now I, you, we, they, then we use have. Remember this thing. And if the subject is he, she, it or some name, then we use has. Clear? So, now for example, I have been waiting to see the doctor for 2 hours. You can imagine the lady saying that. So it means that she came to the clinic maybe at 5 o'clock. And now it's 7 o'clock. She started waiting at 5, 2 hours have now passed and she is still waiting. So you can see here in the timeline I have shown you that she came at 5 p.m. and 2 hours, now it's, imagine that now it's 7. Now 2 hours have passed and she is still waiting, right? That she is still waiting for that. So the present perfect continuous tense talks about an action that started in the past and is still continuing. जो अभी भी चल रहा है, शुरू वो पहले हुआ है past में, but चल वो अभी भी रहा है, that is still continuing. In this sentence, we can also say I have been waiting since 5 p.m. Now, what is the difference between for and since? So, for talks about the amount of time, like 2 hours, and since is used to mention the starting point of the action, like 5 p.m. Here's another sentence. See, wait, let me show you some more examples. See, now we have some more examples over here. He has been playing tennis since he was a child. Now he started when he was a little, maybe when he was 5, and he still plays tennis. Let's say he is 25 now. So he has been playing tennis for 20 years. Now some more examples are here. See, she has been learning English for 8 months. Or we can say she has been learning English since last October. So when we have some specific time, हमें एक टाइम पता है मालूम, देन वी शुड मेंशन दैट विद द सेंस लगे हमें पता है अक्टूबर से शुरू हुआ था कि शी हैज़ बीन लर्निंग इंग्लिश फॉर 8 months सिंस लास्ट अक्टूबर की उसने अक्टूबर में श्योर है, हम वी आर श्योर अबाउट दैट. बट इफ़ वी आर नॉट श्योर, वी आर जस्ट इमेजिन कि अराउंड 8 to 7 months के उसने 7-8 महीने पहले शुरू किया था, देन वी हैव टू यूज़ हेयर फॉर. ओके, we have been living in this town for a very long time, or we can say since 1980. It has been raining all morning since 4. Now here, see in the 5th sentence, the duration is all morning. In fixed phrases like all morning, all day, all week, etc., we don't use for. यहाँ पे हमें for नहीं use करना है. अगर all week, all day, all morning, like this, the phrases are there. Clear? Yes, but you can use since 4 a.m. You can say since 4 a.m. if you want to mention the starting point. अगर आपको starting point पता है कि हाँ ये तब शुरू हुआ था, 4 बजे सुबह शुरू हुआ था, then you can write since 4 a.m. Clear? Okay, so this is, I want to alert you to a common mistake. If you say I'm waiting to see the doctor, okay, yes, very important one thing. See, children generally do mistakes. How they used to do mistakes? Generally, they commit mistakes like this. See, if you say, I am waiting to see the doctor for 2 hours, then in that, yeah, he is playing tennis since he was a child, those are not correct. You can say right now I am waiting to see the doctor. He is playing tennis. When you mention the amount of time like 2 hours, in that case you only have to use the present perfect continuous. This is true with the other sentences here as well. So keep this point in mind. Also, alright, so this is all about the present perfect continuous, its rule. And then I have given you some examples. And only one function is there of the present perfect, that actions started in the past but are still continue. Clear? So this is all about the present perfect continuous. Now let's move forward. Moving forward to the past perfect. So the past perfect, before we talk about this tense, take a look at this simple tense sentence. When we got to the theater, the movie had started. There are two things now. What that the movie had already started. Two past actions are here. Go to the theater, which means we arrived there, and the movie started. You can see in the timeline which I am showing you right now that we go to the theater first, and then after that the movie had started. That means they reached the theater first and then the movie had started. In case we have written that when we got to the theater the movie started, कि हम वहाँ जब गए तो movie वहाँ पे already चल रही थी, that would, in that case we are not going to use the past perfect. When we got to the theater, जब हम वहाँ पे पहुँचे, then the movie had started. Clear? So this is a simple, I want to make you sure about the past simple and past perfect. So this means now I'm heading towards, so from here I got to tell you that we make the past perfect with a subject, which means I, we, they, he, she, it, plus had. In the past perfect we use had, and if you remember yesterday I told you in the present perfect we use has or have. In past perfect we have to use had plus verb third form. Again I am repeating, yesterday also I told you that whenever there is a perfect tense, past perfect, present perfect or future perfect, we always have to use the third form of the verb. For example, give, gave, given, start, started, started. So the third form of the verb we have to use every time in the perfect. Now here, moving forward, the first past action, when there are two or more past actions, so of course generally in the past perfect tenses there had been two past actions taking place. Let's see the examples. When we go to the theater, the movie had started, which I've already told you. Next, I was sick because I had eaten too much the previous night. Again, the two actions are here. First, I was sick. मैं बीमार हूँ. Why he was sick? Because he had eaten too much the previous night. Clear? Let's see some more examples here. The first, the girl looked very familiar. I had seen her somewhere before. Again, two actions are here. Joel rushed to his boss' office, but she had gone home already. Again, two actions are here. That when Joel rushed to his office, but the boss had gone home already. Clear? So this is all about the past perfect. So we can say that in the past perfect there are usually two past actions. One is in the simple past form and another we have to use the past perfect, which is a subject plus had plus third form of the verb. Clear? Okay, now moving further, let's move to the past perfect continuous. So the past perfect continuous So we make past perfect continuous with subject plus had plus been plus verb first form of the verb and plus ing. For example, I felt really tired because I had been driving all day. She had been waiting for 2 hours when the doctor finally arrived. Now, what is this tense? Is just like the past perfect simple. How? Except the first past action is continuous. सिर्फ एक चीज़ इसमें exception है that in the past perfect there was the past action which is completed, खत्म हो चुका है, but here the past action which is started in the past that is still continue, वो अभी भी चल रहा है. Clear? So this is the difference between this tense and the past perfect tense. I felt really tired because I had been driving all day. So वो कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा थक चुका हूँ क्योंकि मैं सुबह से पूरे दिन से ड्राइव कर रहा हूँ. So he had started driving in the morning. For example, in the morning he had started driving and now evening is there, 5 p. Suppose 5 p.m. is there, 5 o'clock time is gone. So he has been driving since morning. So of course he got tired. So अभी भी वो action, वो जो भी उसका काम चल रहा है वो अभी भी चल रहा है. Clear? Next is she had been waiting for 2 hours when the doctor finally arrived. That when the doctor arrived, till that point she had been waiting for her 2 hours. Clear? Moving forward, we have some more examples. Like the ground was wet because it had been raining. The ground was wet because like since morning, since 2 p.m, since 10 a.m, it had been raining. कि सुबह से बारिश हो रही है. When he quit his job at the factory, he had been working there for 12 years. So these are some examples for the past perfect continuous. So remember here, subject plus had plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. This is all about the past perfect continuous. Okay, now let's just give a quick revision to the perfect tenses. We have covered present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. Just a second. Okay. Now for another review, we are going to take a quick comparison. Yes. So, I have washed the dishes is in the present perfect tense. It focuses on the completion of the action and it doesn't mention the exact time. But you understand that I finished washing the dishes maybe just a few minutes ago. I have been washing the dishes for half an hour. That is in the present perfect continuous. It means that I have not finished washing them yet. I started half an hour ago and I'm still doing it. When I left for work, I had washed the dishes. Here I had washed the dishes. That is in the past perfect. It means that first I finished washing them and after that I left for work. When the phone rang, I had been washing the dishes for half an hour. So the phone rang at same point in the past. Half an hour before that, I started washing the dishes and I was still doing that when the phone rang. So I stopped, wiped my hands dry and I went to answer the phone. Alright. So this is the comparison between the perfect tenses. Now let's move further. The future part is left. So moving further to the future. The first tense is future simple. Now this is a little tricky. This tense is because there are few different future simple forms. The three most important are going to, the present continuous and will. Now let's talk about where to use this. We use going to express the plans and intentions. We make this with a subject plus am is are plus going to plus a verb in first form plus ing. For example, we are going to buy a car. That means we have a plan to buy a car. I am going to start exercise regularly. Rahul is going to take a vacation from work. Now it's more than a plan if we have made the arrangements. Then we use the present continuous. This tense you already know. Subject plus is mr plus verb first form plus ing plus object. And when we use it to talk about the future, it's of course stronger than going to, which we discussed right now previous to this. Going to उससे ज़्यादा strongly ये use किया जाता है. How? For example, I am having lunch with my parents on Saturday. So my parents and I have a plan to do that. But also we have agreed on the time and place. That means it's fixed. Here's another sentence. We are flying to Mumbai the day after tomorrow. So we have purchased the flight tickets and our trip is confirmed now. Josh is giving a presentation to a board of directors on the 10th. On the 10th means on the 10th of this month. This is also a fixed arrangement. So you might be asking, so what's the difference really between going to and the present continuous? Well, here is a situation to help you understand. Wait, let me show you. I'm going to see the dentist sometime next week. Just listen to me. Okay, so do I have a plan to see the dentist? But do I know an exactly what day? No, I haven't booked an appointment yet. But if I say that I'm seeing the dentist tomorrow afternoon, that is confirmed. I have an appointment. So that is the present continuous. We are going to, for example, I'm saying we are going to get married this year. Clear? But no date fixed. It's a plan. We are getting married on April 21st. Is the date fixed? Yes. So this is an arrangement. So that's the difference between the going to and the present continuous. Now what about will? Let's talk about will. Will is used to express three things. Instant decisions, that is decisions that we make suddenly at the time of speaking. Next, offers and promises. We make this form with the subject plus will plus a verb in the first form. At a restaurant, a waiter asks you, may I take your order? And you say, yes, I will have the burger and fries combo, please. This is an instant decision. You didn't plan 2 weeks ago to eat this food at this restaurant on this day. You just made the decision now. Now let's see another example. Someone says the phone's ringing and you say I'll get it. You just decided to answer the phone. The next two examples show will used to make offers. How? These files are really heavy. I will help you with them. So now he is offering them. I am offering to help this person carry the files. ठीक है, मैं उसे ऑफर कर रहा हूँ हेल्प की. I'll help you, don't worry, I'll help you to carry these files. So this is a for the offer part. One more example I can tell you. It's hard to get a cab at this hour. Don't worry, I'll give you a ride home. कि इस टाइम पे कैब मिलनी बहुत मुश्किल है, बट आई सेड डोंट वरी, आई हेल्प यू एंड गिव यू अ राइड टू होम, कि मैं तुम्हें घर पे ड्रॉप कर दूंगी या कर दूंगा. Okay. You might say that to a colleague of yours when leaving. Your colleague might accept or politely decline your offer. And here will used to make promises also. Like, can you lend me $200? I'll pay you back next week. Thank you for your email. We will respond within business days. Alright, so far we have talked about expressing plans and intentions with going to, fixed arrangements with the present continuous, and the three uses of will: instant decisions, offers, and promises. But there's one more future function that you need to know about. That is making predictions. To make predictions or guesses about the future. In that case, we can use both will and going to. These two forms are interchangeable for making predictions, meaning that you can choose whichever one you want. There's a slight difference. We normally use will to make predictions which are based on knowledge, personal experience. I think Spain will win the 2018 World Cup. They have been playing well recently. So based on that knowledge, I think they will win the cup. You should watch Interstellar. I'm sure you will love it. I know that you like science fiction films, so I'm confident that you will like this one. So we use going to when we have to make predictions based on something in the present. We are sure. Look at the sky, it's going to rain soon. We can see a lot of black clouds, so it's definitely going to rain in a few minutes. Mom is going to be really happy when she sees my grades. So this kid has done really well on his exams. He has his report card in hand. He knows for sure that his mother is going to be happy when she sees his grades. Making predictions with will and going to. Okay, we have covered this part of the future simple. So this is all about the simple future. Now there is need to review these future simple part. Let's revise quick revision for the future simple. So here is, we are going to buy a car. That is a plan. I am having lunch with my parents on Saturday. That is arrangement, fixed. This is fixed plan. I will have the burgers and fries combo, please. That is instant decision. So that in that case we used will. I will help you with those files. You are offering someone a help. In that case also we have to use will. Can you lend me $200? I'll pay you next week. That's a promise. I think Spain will win the 2018 World Cup. Prediction based on the knowledge. Look at the sky, it is going to rain soon. That is a prediction based on at the present. What is happening at the present, that is a prediction based on that. Clear? So this is the future simple part. Moving further to the future continuous. Let's see future continuous. We make the future continuous tense with a subject plus will be plus a verb in the continuous form plus ing. For example, at 11 a.m. tomorrow, I will be driving to Portland. So tomorrow at 9, I'm going to start driving to Portland. It will take me many hours to get there. But at 11 o'clock, I will be doing this activity driving. That means he started driving, he started his journey at 9 a.m. But he is saying that someone has asked him that where will you be at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So in reply to that, he said that at 11 a.m. I will be driving to the Portland. कि मैं उस टाइम पे ड्राइव कर रहा हूँगा, जो कि now he is predicting that he is telling us future continuous tells us that in the future time what he will be doing at that particular time, कि वो क्या कर रहा होगा उस time. For example, someone asks you that what you will be doing at tomorrow 10 a.m. So you could say which you usually do at 10 a.m. either breakfast or study whatsoever. So the future continuous tense express fixed or routine events, which are fixed or which are your routine events. For example, I am staying at the Hilton Hotel in Portland. That means he usually visit to the Portland and he is going to stay at the same hotel which he usually stays at, which is a Hilton Hotel. I am going to the cafeteria. Do you want me to bring you a coffee? Thanks, but don't bother. I will be going there in a while, little while myself. Now, in that case, this is right. See, this sentence is right. I will be going there in a little while myself. But a person cannot say, I am going there in a little while myself. That would be wrong. Clear? So, the first use of the future continuous is when we have to use for the fixed or routine events. Clear? Moving further, the last two tenses we will cover it simultaneously, which is future perfect and future perfect continuous. Yes. So future perfect continuous, to understand the future perfect, let's take a situation. This is Aaron. He wants to save up some money. So he is going to save $100 a month from now on. This is February, and by August, which is 6 months from now, Aaron will have saved $600. I'm just giving you an example. Suppose, okay, don't think about the Aaron, just think about yourself. That now in the month of May, you have decided that till October you will be going to save 2000 rupees 2000. In that case, what would you say? You will say that we will have saved the 2000 rupees by October. Clear? So the future perfect is used for the completed actions in the future, which you are sure that I am going to complete this particular action or particular activity by this time in the future. For example, by 5 p.m. we will have painted the living room. And by tomorrow 5 p.m. yeah, by today 5 p.m. we will have painted the living room. Now here we can also say that we'll have finished the painting in the living room. This could also be written, and this could also be written, we will have painted the living room. So future perfect tense will make with the subject plus will plus have plus again third form of the verb. Again I am repeating, in the perfect tense we always have to use the third form of the verb. And in the future perfect continuous, ongoing action in the future with the duration. For how? By 5 p.m. we will have been painting the living room for 10 hours, which means he is saying that कि आज शाम को 5 बजे हमें 10 घंटे हो जाएंगे इस लिविंग रूम को पेंट करते हुए. That the action will be still in continue at 5 p.m. also, but he is saying that कि मुझे उस टाइम पे how much time कितनी ड्यूरेशन हो जाएगी 10 hours. So he is specifying the duration also कि मुझे इतना टाइम हो जाएगा. So future perfect continuous is used for the ongoing action in the future, and we also have to mention the duration. Okay, let's see some more examples. By August, Aaron will have saved $600. This is for the future perfect. By August, Aaron will have been saving money for 6 months. Now what's the difference between two? In the future perfect he said कि till August Aaron will have saved $600 कि तब अगस्त के मंथ तक ही विल हैव सेव्ड $600 कि उसने $600 तब तक सेव कर लिए होंगे. बट in the future perfect continuous, what he is saying, by August Aaron will have been saving money for 6 months कि अगस्त में उसे 6 months हो चुके होंगे मनी को सेव करते हुए, एंड ही इज स्टिल डूइंग दैट, वो आगे भी करेगा. he will do that in the further months also. So this is all about the future perfect and future perfect continuous. In that way we are completed with the tenses part. I have sent you some notes also regarding that, how you have to convert the affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences to each other. For example, you have to change the sentences into the affirmative and negative is given, or you have to change into the negative, affirmative is given. So in that case I have given you some notes also, and I hope you have completed your homework. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.